Hi everyone, this is Lisa Espinosa, spiritual career coach, author and host of the podcast Soul Studio for Your Career. I am so excited to be here with you today on day 7 of the Priestess Novena. So if this is your first time connecting with my work, I'm so happy to connect with you. The focus of my work is always to help you align with your soul's guidance and share your soul's medicine, because nobody else has your unique soul's medicine. And in general, the focus is to help you share that through your career. Although for some of you, you might be between careers or you might have retired. So the question then is, how are you sharing your medicine now? And this novena that we're doing, this 9-day journey, is a practice from my forthcoming book, Birthing the Priestess Within. And if you're just jumping in on day 7, welcome. And then I really invite you to go back to day 1, because there's been so much that's happening. So all of you who have been walking with me through this 9-day journey, I'm so happy to be back with you today. Hello, Dana. Hello, Lorenza. And as you know, today in day 7, we are going to be focusing on the third eye, on that chakra that is all about our inner vision. And I'm excited about that. It's been quite a journey. There's been so much that's been coming up. And I want to share that today's overlighting mentor is Saint Germain, Karma Releasing. It says, move beyond drama, create your own path, make room for good energy. So there he is. So we know that he works with that violet flame of transmutation. So I'm guessing that will be with us here today. So let's go ahead and just start to take some nice cleansing breaths and start to really be present. Really let yourself be in this moment. Really trusting that you are exactly where you're meant to be. Whether you're here live or you're watching the recording. And as we do that, let's go ahead and do our mudra of presence as we bring our hand up, bringing it down our center column. And as we affirm, I am present, I am here. And let's do that 2 more times. I am present, I am here. And again, I am present, I am here. So as you do that, start to settle into your lower chakras, those lower energy centers. And please know, lower doesn't mean less important, right? It's like closer to the earth. And bringing in our awareness to your pelvis and your hips and your knees and ankles and feet. And knowing how important, not just important, how essential the root system is to a tree, right? Think of a tree. I love trees, and I'm sure you love trees as well. And think of the most beautiful trees you've seen, either in person or in images. And they're so strong, they're so vast. And remembering how, we see all of the growth that is above ground. And we don't often see, although some trees we can see some of the roots, all of that root system that is underneath and that is supporting and anchoring that beautiful tree. So it's not optional. It's not like, oh, the roots are there, that's cool. It's like they need to be there. So it's the same. And as we've been going through these first few days, well, not few, we're like almost there. We have 2 more days, and then it's like graduation on 4th of July. That's so exciting. So we've been strengthening those roots, expanding those roots, deepening those roots, clearing and healing those roots so that there can be more growth and more radiance. And think of all the life that trees give us and first of all the oxygen, right? And all of the home for the different animals. And there's just so much. And it's the same for us, for you. Your presence is so essential. And I meant to say this right when we started. It is July 2nd. We are officially, I think it's actually official at 3 o'clock, but we're officially in the second half of 2020. We are crossing that threshold, and we're going to cross it together today into the second half of 2020. We know the first half has been quite a journey, has been in many ways challenges, in many ways so many blessings, so much growth. And what I was getting as I was preparing today was that all of you already are sharing your light. All of you already are sharing your medicine. All of you already are beacons of light, whether you're consciously aware of that or not. And I'm hoping that if you're here, you're starting to really be aware of that. And this isn't from a place of like bragging or like, ooh, I'm special, I'm so much better than others. Like, no, it's just like we're saying yes to this mission that we agreed to undertake. And as we enter the second half of 2020, it's about steadying your light, about making it really strong and steady and consistent. As we enter the second half, when there will be lots of stuff coming up, lots of energy in the collective. We have a lot of initiations that are happening globally, that have been happening already. And this isn't from a fearful place. It's just like knowing like, oh, this is why we're doing this. It's to steady your light. It's when we think about that lighthouse imagery, it's like you're already a lighthouse. Well, now that bulb, those lights that are in the lighthouse that are radiating the light, you're getting a new one, like a stronger one, more wattage. I don't know anything about the technology of lighthouses, but I'm imagining it like a light bulb. And that this light can shine brighter, farther away without putting added pressure on the actual lighthouse. So that's what we're about here, is steadying the light. And so as we connect with our roots, see those roots of light going down your legs and out the bottoms of your feet, deep, deep into the earth. Let them descend all the way to the heart of the earth. And trust your roots. Trust that they know that if you can practice non-resistance in this moment, because it's amazing to me the levels of resistance that we have. Even when we think like, I don't have resistance, I totally want my roots to connect with the heart of the Mother Earth. When you invite and just have that invitation, okay, let me release any resistance that I'm not even aware of, to trust my roots and trust that they can go as deep as they know that I'm ready for, that they can go as broad as they know that I'm ready for. So our ego mind can put all these filters and limiters, like saying, oh, I'm not ready for that yet, I'm not ready for that yet. But our energy body, our soul knows, no, you are ready. So right now, let's set the intention to ask our souls to be in charge of this healing and activation and empowerment and upgrade, because our soul knows exactly what we're ready for. So I just feel our roots have like a mind of their own today. I can feel that, like they're just like, whoosh, and just let them go, let them go, let them go, let them go. Trust that. Trust that energy of your roots going down all the way to the center and the heart of the earth. And we welcome all of the crystal medicine that is there just waiting so joyfully for you. Interestingly, amethyst is coming really strong, which we don't generally think of amethyst as a earth, we think of amethyst as up here, right? Like crown chakra, but there's a big bright amethyst right at the center of the earth. And just let your roots receive that medicine of the amethyst and whatever other stone, crystal ally shows up for you. And remember, this happens beyond your understanding, so don't try to make any logical sense of it. I know in the past I used to think that way, like, okay, grounding, let me think of all the grounding stones and call on those. And I've learned to the divine has a way better plan than me, knows, has just like, right, omniscient knowledge. So I'm not even going to try to limit it. So just allow that to happen. So I see lots of purple stones, lots of clear quartz, lapis lazuli really showing up. And as that happens, let's extend our roots to connect with each other, those of you who are here live and those of you who are watching the recording. Knowing that when we are in this sacred space, we are not bound by physical limitations or time limitations. So let's create that network of roots that encompasses all of our medicine, all of you who will ever watch this transmission, all of our beautiful medicine. We're connecting our roots with each other as we keep our own boundaries, right? This is an interdependent space, not codependent. So that is so important, that medicine, that healing of codependency. Thank you, Kathleen, for sharing that petrified rock and lapis lazuli. Beautiful. So know that as we connect our roots, we are doing it in this way that totally respects our own energy field and respects others. So we trust our roots to do that, because we have been saying that prayer, right? That we are connecting with others in an interdependent way, not a codependent way. And we are healing codependency from our lineage, from ourselves, from our ancestry. And please remember, codependency, what does that mean? It means any relationship where you feel like your worth, your happiness, your joy is dependent on somebody else's. Maybe not even their happiness, but their well-being or how much they've healed or whatever it is. We all have remnants of codependency. There's nothing to be ashamed of. It's just like, oh yeah, I'm a human. That's one of the illnesses of humanity. So I'm going to be so compassionate with myself as I say that prayer of let's clear and heal codependency and really step into interdependency. And what I'm hearing, that this is an important prayer for so many of you, because this is going to allow you to magnetize those friendships, those support groups, those teachers, those networking, like people to network with that will be at your level, that will support you. And it'll be like a mutually fulfilling relationship. Medical professionals, that just came really strong. So if you have doctors, physicians, wellness professionals that you're working with or want to work with, meaning like to help heal your physical body, your energetic body, as we do this prayer of clearing codependency, that includes them as well, so that you can attract the perfect healing team for yourself. And I'm being guided to share this. When I always pull in the morning, I'm in my bedroom, and when I come down the stairs, I have 2 decks there before I come to the first floor, and they're the Archangel Raphael and Archangel Michael deck. And today when I turned the Archangel Raphael, like 2 cards popped up. Usually I just do 1, and the first one was Change Physicians, which I have a part that always hates that card, because I'm always like, what do you mean? Like, it just, but the second card that popped out, so that one turned, and then the other card that turned was Jesus, the Divine Healer. And I was like, oh my gosh, it's like I had that. So there's a card, Change Physicians. And as the question was coming out of my mouth of like, well, who? It was like Jesus, the Divine Healer. So I really feel Jesus's presence here. And please know, this is like not any sort of like dogma Jesus or what religions have made Jesus to be. This is Jesus, the Ascended Master, who is this embodied divine masculine and divine feminine energy. So that is who I'm welcoming here into this space. And he's just coming really strongly right now to bring his healing energy to your roots, to your relationships, to your friendships, to your intimate relationships, to relationships you've had across space and time. And I'm hearing a lot of past life, people that you might, and of course Saint Germain is here, karma clearing, people that you might have karma with. And karma can be such a misunderstood, scary word, but let's just say people that you can have wounds with or trauma with, that you've been working so hard on clearing. So Jesus and Saint Germain, but really Jesus is stepping forward saying like, I'm here to help you take a quantum leap into this next level of healing that relationship. It doesn't mean that that person will be in your life or that you have to have any sort of conversation with them about this or anything like that. This is clearing codependency, clearing sense of betrayal, clearing anything from yourselves that feels like I can't be happy until I heal this. So whatever that means for you, and if you're hearing this and you're like, I don't know what it means for me, that's okay, it will come to you. So we welcome Jesus into this space. So let's breathe in all of that energy from the earth, from the heart of the earth, from our roots connected together, from the crystals, the amethyst, the lapis, the petrified wood, the clear quartz, any crystal that has shown up for you. Actually, rhodonite and rhodochrosite, lots of pink stones as well. And we welcome all of that to move up the bottoms of our feet, up to our knees, up to our pelvis and womb space. All these energy centers that we've already worked through all these other days. And if this is your first time watching this, listen to your heart's guidance if you're guided to go back to watch the others. If you go to my website under Soul Videos, free resources, they're all in one post, and I have the little synopsis for each video so that you can know and be in prayer about like what you're meant to watch. And I just want to say, and I hear Jesus kind of saying this too, allow yourself to do the 9-day journey. And those of you who have been doing the 9-day journey, for you to know how powerful and special this is, and that you have been in a 9-day container of healing, and that can be challenging at times. So just really affirming that for yourself. So continuing to move up to your solar plexus, up to your beautiful heart, up to your beautiful throat, which we did so much work on yesterday. And actually, I don't think you can see it, but I have my mantra shirt. I've got my mind on my mantra and my mantra on my mind. And then moving up the crown of your head, down, cascading over your third eye, which I know we will work on, or it's already being worked on, into our heart space. And in your heart, bringing your awareness to your heart center, as we welcome your beautiful soul here. Of course, we know your soul is always with you. We welcome Saint Germain. We welcome our 3 overlighting mentors, Kali Ma. And I always feel her, she's right there. Like Kali Ma with her, just her fiery energy but fiery mama bear energy. She's like, I love you. I love you, I love you, I love you. And I'm here to help you release what no longer serves you. So she is here. We welcome Hestia with her medicine, and she's just like in front of us. Hestia with her medicine of sanctuary. She is teaching you that you are your own home, that you are your own sanctuary. You are your own lighthouse. And as you do that, you become this amazing sanctuary for others. Not in any sort of way that's like you're being stepped on or abused in any way or taken for granted in any way. So we welcome Hestia's medicine. She wants me to slow down. There's something about that sanctuary. So something's coming really strongly about connecting with a special sanctuary that it's like there's all these things happening at once, and I'm trying to, so I'll say this. Connecting with a sanctuary out in nature. And I know right now with, everything that's happening with this pandemic that's evolving, it's harder to travel and move around, but there's something about a sanctuary out in nature for you. And it might be one you might hear this and know exactly what it is, or it might be one you're going to discover. I know I've been really led to, to my mind has been coming that Our Lady of Guadalupe, that shrine in Des Plaines, which part of me is like, why is it in Des Plaines? That's far, but of course it's way closer than Mexico City, but it's been coming to me over and over and over, and I keep feeling like I'm supposed to go there. So there's something about a sanctuary you are being invited to visit and connect with, and that there's a special healing for you there. It's a special healing of a trauma you have about some place that was a sanctuary for you at some point in time, and then it wasn't anymore because of, trauma or whatever it is. So again, just receive this at whatever level of understanding is right for you in this moment. I just need to name it as Hestia brought that medicine. And of course, speaking of Our Lady of Guadalupe shrine, Our Lady of Guadalupe is here with her Empress of Protection, her cloak of stars. That's just like, I see her again behind us, and her cloak of stars, she's literally opened this cloak of stars around us with this energy of protection. You are protected. You are safe. Even when it feels that you're not, you are. So we welcome her here. And we welcome Jesus, as I named before, very present here, very present with his transformative healing energy. And what's coming, it's so interesting because I'm having this this interesting experience right now where I'm saying these things and I'm having this experience of like, oh, I'm finally ready to talk about Jesus more. Not that I haven't talked about Jesus before, but I've had a big resistance. And I feel like Jesus has been getting me ready. You know, we've been talking about that, getting ready to be ready, ready to be ready, ready to be ready until you're ready. And you usually, it's not this big thing. You just suddenly are ready. Like it just happened in this Facebook Live that suddenly I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm ready to channel more of Jesus's energy. I had so much resistance and fear around that because of my trauma with Christianity. So what's coming is he's reminding us how, you know, he really said, you know, all those miracles that he did, all of that amazing work and love that he did, transformation. And there is that point, right, where he said, all of this and more will you be able to do. And I've really been sitting with that recently, like thinking about that a lot. Like Jesus wouldn't lie. He wouldn't just tell us that we could do even more miracles than what he did. Why would he say that? And so he's bringing that medicine right now of quantum healing and of allowing yourselves, of course, with this novena, which comes from my Priestess book, to be channels of miracles beyond your understanding. That's what we're about here with this 9-day journey and beyond. That you are becoming even stronger divine open channels for miracles. That is how we're going to be able to create even more amazing miracles. Not that it's a competition, but Jesus is the one who said it, right? Like Jesus and Mary Magdalene and Mother Mary and that beautiful family of light, that we are here to channel that massive amount of miracles. Why? Because the earth has a massive amount of needs. So he's just really fiery right now, bringing this message for all of us. And he's saying we start with our own life and our own family and our own physical container. So wherever you feel in your life that you need the most miracles, bring that into your heart right now. Whether it's your physical body, whether it's your finances, whether it's your relationships, whether it's your relationship with a brother, sister, spouse, partner, whatever it is, a person from a past life, you know, just whatever area you are feeling like, I need the most miracles in this area, don't be afraid to ask for that. He's saying don't limit yourself. Don't feel that, oh, part of my cross to bear, which he never said this, but the religion has twisted this. Like part of my cross to bear is like, I can't be happy in my whole life. I have to like really deal with this. I have to have a lot of physical pain, or I have to really struggle with finances, or I have to really struggle with this relationship. That's the old paradigm. So it's like really welcoming this energy of joy and miracles, and that your divine inheritance is to be free, which of course then this novena would end on 4th of July. I didn't plan that. I mean, really, I'm not a 4th of July person, so I would have not thought that, like, let me do a novena leading into 4th of July, but it's really struck me like, wow, Independence Day, that's what we're about, sovereignty. So let's go to the third eye. Whew, I'm so hot. Jesus brings a lot of heat. So this is what's coming. So we're going to show the beautiful lighthouse I have here. And see the lighthouse and see up here, right? This is up here where the light is. So this is, visualize this part of the lighthouse as your third eye. And we've worked on all the solid foundation here. And remember, all of my offerings are starting to merge into one another, but I talked about the lighthouse, and I think it was a virtual career Reiki. Remember that the lighthouse, the boats aren't like on it. There aren't people hanging from it like, oh, save me. Like, they're all out there. The lighthouse is strong and steady and has these beautiful, immaculate boundaries. That's who you are. That's what you are becoming even more and more and more. So this light here that radiates out is what we are aligning and activating and empowering right now. Your third eye. So as you bring your awareness there, just receiving this beautiful healing and really Saint Germain. So a lot of this divine masculine energy and Jesus. And we have this divine feminine energy surrounding us. And we have, of course, God, the creator, who is beyond gender, but is the great divine mother and the great divine father. And feeling that almost like Jesus has his hand in the back of your head and the front of your eye here. And please, if you have any trauma or resistance to connecting with Jesus, as I did for a long time, please, first of all, you don't have to, you can bring in another being of light, but also to remember this is Jesus, the divine being that is beyond any religion. He wasn't Christian, just so you know. I'm sorry, I feel like I'm going to get hit by lightning of some people, but anyway. He did not come to bring a religion. He came to bring this transformation and miracle. So he's got his hands, whatever you can receive of this, one hand and like back here, and then one hand here. And he is just, if you allow it, if you're open to receive this great clearing of your third eye, this great healing and reconnection of the technology of your third eye, healing any trauma from ever seeing something that scared you in this lifetime or another lifetime, any trauma you have with spiritual leaders in this lifetime or other lifetime, any trauma you have from ever having trusted your intuition and felt that it led you astray. So we're clearing that as well. And any trauma from any time that you felt like you were taken over by an energy or some sort of like, or even a religious group that felt like you weren't sovereign and free, that is being released, because this is a journey of sovereignty, your divine sovereignty. So clearing that from your third eye, clearing confusion and illusion, fear of your own power, fear of your own medicine, fear of your own light, fear of your own strength, fear of your own truth, and fear of seeing the truth. So that is being cleared, because, Jesus is bringing this beautiful medicine of like the truth will always set you free. And the truth will always lead to healing. So there's this activation specifically because there is so much illusion in the world right now. There's so much confusion and there's so many heavy emotions. So your light is being strengthened here so that you can see through illusion and have discernment of what is right for you. So you're not swayed by the masses, the mass energy that is not aligned with soul energy. And this isn't said with any judgment. It's great compassion, but for you to be aligned with your soul's guidance. So just feel that. And as Jesus kind of steps aside, beautiful Saint Germain with his purple flame brings this beautiful purple flame. And it's actually hovering over the crown of your head. And then it's coming down, it's landing right by your pituitary gland, pineal gland, and it's activating your third eye point, clearing. What he's bringing is this clearing of vows or oaths you've ever taken, where it's almost like you cursed your own intuition. Like any time where you were like, that's it, I will never see through my third eye again. I will never trust my intuition, or I will never step into this role as a healer again, or as a medicine woman, or as a spiritual teacher, or as a, worker of the light or whatever, whatever, whatever. So just feeling that clearing of those vows and contracts and oaths. So just take some nice breaths. That was a lot. Beautiful Kuan Yin has entered with her energy of water, beautiful water. And she brings this mist, this beautiful cooling mist, to help bring balance to all of that fiery energy. So she's bringing this beautiful cool mist. And in fact, I'll spray some of this mist. And she's bringing this cooling mist and just let it land over you. And she's bringing her medicine of great compassion and understanding for your heroic journey, for all that you've gone through, all that you've surpassed, for your commitment, for your love. So we get ready to enter the infinity point. So visualize that infinity symbol underneath you. And I see it as today is this a big infinity symbol, and both it's like that purple flame, it's like that flame is running through the infinity symbol, and Kuan Yin with her great compassion and understanding, she understands trauma. I mean, Kuan Yin understands being in the depths of despair and coming, and that journey it takes to come to the other side. So she is filling the infinity symbol with her cooling waters and her mantra of Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. So we've got this really active infinity symbol today of this fire and water and her mantra. And you're gonna sit, right, as we were doing, we're all gonna sit on this infinity point. And just something came really strongly. If you experienced abuse at any point in your life, childhood and beyond, there's this great medicine right now coming of forgiving yourself. And I'm not saying like it was your fault or our fault. I've certainly experienced abuse. But there's this medicine of forgiving ourselves for choosing to experience that. There was a medicine in what we chose to experience, and we might be still uncovering it. But there is that medicine here of deep forgiveness, so that we're not trapped by that abuse anymore or limited by it in any way. Even if you think you've already dealt with it and you've already healed it and you totally know all about it, there's another layer of healing coming up right now for everyone. So let's light the candle. I literally feel like I'm on fire. I'm sorry. So let's bring your candle. So I have mine lit up already. And as you're in the infinity symbol that I just described, and of course it might turn different for you. Hello, Cindy. And for any of you who joined late, please go back and watch the beginning. There was like I don't even remember all that happened, but a massive third eye opening and clearing and healing. So what I was going to say, when you're sitting on the infinity point, let's welcome that medicine of the lighthouse as well. So I almost feel like we're sitting on this infinity symbol with that fire of Saint Germain and that water of Kuan Yin and Kuan Yin's mantra, and almost like the lighthouse is in front of us, activating us as well, activating specifically our third eye point. Right? So let's read this together, this prayer. As this candle burns, my soul within me burns. As this wax melts, resistance in me melts. 9 days too clear, lifetimes of fear. As I give, I receive. As I heal, I am healed. Doors open, I walk through. I am ready for the new. Abundance comes with ease and grace, for I have finally found my place. So get ready. I'm going to drink a little bit of water just to cool myself down a little. Thank you all for being here. Thank you all for your courage and your love and your commitment. And I will press start and we will be there in the infinity point together. Whether you're here live or watching the recording, please know we are doing this together. And I will see you on the other side. All right. Begin. Gently start to take some nice cleansing breaths and start to stretch. I'll burn some sage as you take care of yourself, coming back to this plane. So let's burn some sage. There's a lot happening for those 9 minutes. You could feel the lighthouse energy, that beautiful light just blessing everyone and activating and healing your third eye point, and a lot of other things coming up. So feel free to share anything in the comments. I know if you feel like doing that. So yeah, I felt Our Lady of Guadalupe very strongly, just with her, just a very gigantic Lady of Guadalupe, just like with her cloak of stars just around all of us, protecting us as we sit in this container, this 9-day container, this 9-day journey, where there's a lot. It's an alchemical space. So, and a beautiful butterfly was outside my window right when I said that. So we have, today is Thursday, we have 2 more days left. Crown chakra tomorrow, Saturday, both at 10 in the morning. Saturday, our graduation, our final day as we close the container. So I just want to remind you of that. Let's go ahead and pull some cards. So I'll do the surrender deck first. See what message is here for you. Surrender to your soul's path. Your life's journey has been perfectly designed for your soul's growth. Embrace every lesson and every moment. Look at that beautiful place. That's like the sanctuary in nature. Elizabeth Lynch said, very powerful. Kathleen, infinity symbol going, yes. Yeah, very strong healing. Beautiful. Yeah, I didn't do so much of the infinity symbol going up and down, but it was almost like it folded over me. Like I was on the point and like the 2 loops went like shoop, just kind of over me and held me, almost like it became a bloom and I was inside. Thank you everyone for sharing that. So surrender to your soul's path, saying you are safe to surrender to it. And let's do the soulful woman. What do we have today? Oh, so beautiful. Heart healing. My courageous healing journey brings me personal awakening and a deeper relationship with myself. Look at this. Look at her beautiful heart. And look at those branches coming out of her crown. Love that. And I'm really feeling just all of the chakra activation, how connected they are to each other. Of course, I knew this, but it can be easy when we do something like this to feel like, to forget that they're a system. They're in relationship with each other. As we work on the third eye, our throat heals, our heart heals. As we work on our sacral chakra, our crown opens. I mean, it's all connected. So I love this, love this, love this. And I love that it says, my courageous healing journey brings me personal awakening and a deeper relationship with myself. There you go. And finally, let's do our Earth Warriors deck, as you're all beautiful warriors of love for our beautiful Mother Earth. And right, butterfly again, Intikana. Love this. This is number 33, which is such a sacred number. 33. You all know how much I love repeated numbers. 333. That's all. The number of the Trinity, of of mastery, stepping into mastery. But this is child of light. Look at this beautiful, amazing image. I'm gonna read about it right now. Number 33. All right. Let me see where. Okay, we'll just read this. This is what I'm guided to read. Trust your feelings over appearances. Perfect third eye medicine. Move away from influences that create fear, negativity, or doubts in you. Reach out for that which uplifts your heart. Spiritual protection is being offered. Refuse to be dazzled by the ego masquerading as something spiritual. Through your prayers and efforts, spiritual light has been accumulating on the inner planes, even though you may not sense that consciously as yet. There will be an intersection of events and circumstances in your physical world through which that light shall pour forth and manifest itself as grace. Continue with your spiritual devotion. There is something truly good to come out of it. So I'll just reread some of these lines. It says, move away from influences that create fear, negativity, or doubt in you. So that means stay away from anything. Notice your feelings. If you're with certain people or certain things you watch or whatever it is that increase your fear or your negativity or your doubt, that is your body saying, oh, that's not what I'm supposed to lean into. And I love this that says, refuse to be dazzled by ego masquerading as something spiritual, right? So like, this is about genuine spirituality, right? Genuine transformation, genuine surrender to your soul. And continue with your spiritual devotion. There is something truly good to come out of it. So I'm going to put this down because I can't read and hold this together, but I'm being guided to kind of just look, see if there's anything else. I'm just going to read. So this deck, by the way, by Alana Fairchild, highly recommended. And it's she always has a beautiful prayer at the end. So I'm guided to share it with you right now. It says, I affirm the light within me. I call for the true light of the divine to shine bright and clear, showing the way on earth. I am the light, and the light is within me. I am the light, and the light is within me. I am the light, and the light is within me. Because the whole message of this is child of light, right? All right, beautiful children of light. It was so great. I don't even know how long this was. I know I went over, but thank you, all of you, for being here with me, for traveling through this journey with me, for your courage and love and joy, and take really good care of yourself. Eat well, take walks, whatever you need to do. All right, bye everyone. I will see you tomorrow. Thank you for being here. Bye-bye. Tomorrow at 10.